and gentlemen, and welcome. Our worst suspicions have been proven absolutely correct. The boring broadcasting corporation, who some call the BBC, you know who is funding the BBC, ladies and gentlemen? The BBC is funded by China. The BBC is paid for by China. China pays the BBC. The BBC is on Chinese payrolls. Huawei, a Chinese company banned in India and also banned in the United Kingdom over serious security concerns, seen nowadays to be an extension of the Chinese government, is funding the BBC. What a crying shame, BBC. Shame on the BBC. Shame on the BBC. How long did the BBC think it could hide this? Millions are being pumped into the BBC by the Chinese. And the BBC, being so greedy, is doing what its Chinese masters wanted to do, which is target India and attack India and defame India. India today is leading the G20, and its growth and its geostrategic and economic clout is rising while China is going down. And this is the reason why every Chinese partner, whether it is the boring broadcasting corporation or the Vadra Congress, whether it is the BBC or the Vadras, who have a secret agreement signed with Xi Jinping, by the way. The Vadra Congress know better. They have a secret understanding signed in the presence of Xi Jinping and Sonia Gandhi. Both these groups, the Vadra Congress and the BBC, are now being used to target India. Now you must ask yourself the question, who are the real enemies of this country? Are some masquerading as political parties and others masquerading as media groups? Ladies and gentlemen, I have also reason to believe, and I'd like to share with you, that the Chinese government has been funding certain newspapers in India. What a shame, ladies and gentlemen. Certain newspapers in India, printing in India, are greedily taking money from the Chinese. And I call upon these newspapers and these newspaper owners and these newspaper editors to openly declare to the people of India how much money have they taken from the Chinese. Can you believe it? Indian newspapers taking money from the Chinese government, and they didn't think twice. They didn't blink twice before greedily salivating and taking Chinese money. And of late, some people linked to these newspapers have suddenly become very pro-BBC. You know who I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Do your research there. You can connect the dots and then you'll understand why. Well, this channel, Republic, and Our Nation will fight them all, and we will expose them all. The BBC, which is on the Chinese payrolls, cannot get away so easily, ladies and gentlemen. It's a battle and war for what is right. We will expose the BBC. We will expose the reason why the BBC has been paid to target India. Ladies and gentlemen, mega controversy, the nation following the Republic news break tonight. And from boycotting the maiden address by the president to mocking the content of her speech, why are the opposition parties insulting the President of India? Debate number 3 this evening. Now, there's a controversy over an audio gate, a tape. But is that voice of D.K. Shivakumar, the Karnataka tape row, the Karnataka tape scandal? Debate 3, and here are the headlines. This Tuesday evening on the debate.